So let's try this one more time. I believe this is take 5 now. My last one wasn't my fault. The fact that it didn't work. I'm at work, alone, by myself, which is usually what alone means, but the phone rang, so I had to stop the video. So, I haven't vlogged in a very long time, so forgive me if it's a bit awkward. Not that my other ones weren't awkward anyway. But, I decided it's about time for me to start getting back into it, because it's something I think I'd like to do. I mean, like, over the years, I think it'd be nice to look back and, hey, who's that kid? But, up until now, I have been I've been at a standstill, let's say that, in my transition. I haven't really been able to do much, because my mom is totally not happy with this at all. But I convinced her to let me go to a therapist, which helped over, in Baltimore. And there's the phone again. Oh, this is great. Okay. Sorry about that. What was I saying? I don't remember now. Totally lost my train of thought. I've been pretty much at a standstill. Yeah, that's where I was. In my transition, because my mom doesn't agree, and it's just been a pain. But I finally convinced her to let me go to a therapist. She wasn't really sure what for, but I think she knew. She just didn't want to know, if that makes sense. And that went really well. Like, I really love my therapist. He's pretty awesome. Seeing him has really confirmed everything I already knew. I mean, like, second day I went, he was pretty much like, there's nothing really, I can diagnose you as other than, the gender, issue or whatever. And we often run out of things to talk about. I mean, when it comes to, other aspects of my life. But, after, like, the first couple meetings, he pretty much gave me the go-ahead. So, then I went to my old doctor, which I hadn't been to in, like, 5 years, which is bad, I know. So I went to her, and, she had never done anything like had dealt with any trans people before. And she was totally open to help, but because I hadn't seen her in 5 years, it was my pediatric doctor. So she's like, I'd be happy to help, but, you have to stop seeing me in 2 years anyway, so, then she referred me to another doctor in the same office to see if she could help me. And then I called her up and we talked, but she couldn't, so then I had to go and schedule another appointment at the same facility as my therapist, because they're really LGBT friendly, and they always go to the Pride Festival, and it's a really nice place. So I scheduled an appointment there, which took like a month for me to get my new patient appointment. But I went, when did I go on that? I went Wednesday, it is now Friday. And I went in, I mentioned that I had gone to my other doctor like a month or two before, and they're like, why are you here again? And I'm like, oh, I want hormones. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I mean, once I had said that, they were just totally fine with it, and it kind of blew my mind, like, how it just was like, oh, okay, like, it didn't even, it was just nice that it didn't even, turn ahead, or so to speak. So I went in for a physical. That wasn't fun. I don't think physicals ever are. But, so I went in for the physical, and afterwards, I talked to my doctor about, wanting hormones and whatnot. And she told me, she was like, I've never done it myself, but, my boss is, well known for, dealing with her trans patients. Dr. Hirsch, I think, is her boss's name. So she's like, I'm gonna have to do some research, and then we can come back in and we can talk about this and all that, see how much it costs. But lucky for me, Dr. Hirsch was there that day, so I'm sitting there in my gown getting ready for my physical, and then this other doctor walks in, and I'm sitting here holding a conversation for like 20 minutes naked in front of these two people that I'd never met before. That was fun, but we talked about it, and she was like, well, you seem like this is pretty much, you're ready for this, so we can go ahead and put in the prescription for the testosterone, and they're also going to give me a prescription because I'm prone to breakouts. So she said, let's just be proactive and start treating this now, which I appreciate greatly. So I went there Wednesday. She put in the prescription, so she should get it by Wednesday of next week. I have to go in for blood work on Monday, and that takes 3 days for it to go through. So hopefully by this time next week, I will have, well, not next week, the week after, I will have had my first shot already. I'm pretty excited. Like, when I left that day, I pretty much had like a joy attack spasm of happiness walking out of the doctor's office, and like did this ridiculous happy dance. It was a pretty good feeling. Like, I really have not been this excited in a long time, but at the same time, I'm a little anxious, I guess. Like, I know what to expect, I've done my research, and I've watched other guys transition here on YouTube, but, it's a big thing, and, my mom's not too happy about it, and I'm still living at home with her, so, it should be interesting. Not really looking forward to dealing with all of that. I've already talked to my mom about it, and she knows what I'm doing. And I try to explain to her, but she's so stubborn. And there's the phone again. Ahaha. Yep, I just got it. Alright, no problem. Alright, bye. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm at work. $8 an hour to sit here and do this. Pretty good, I think. Anyway, what was it talking about? Going through the therapist, the blood work. Mother, that's what it was. So, yeah, my mom's not too happy about the whole thing, and I don't know, I think she'll come around eventually. I'm not asking her to fix her pronouns or anything like that. So hopefully she'll be more used to the idea by the time everything starts changing. And at my other job, I work in a movie theater. I've worked there for like a year and a half. So everyone knows that, I'm trans and whatnot. And, I don't know, people are kind of, they're okay with it, they just don't understand, I don't think. A lot of them don't really get it. But, they call me he and all that. And, I don't know. When they found out I'm starting hormones, like, some of them, they all got really excited about it. Started joking with me and making fun of me, talking about, my voice starts cracking. And they're like, haha, okay, so you're just a late bloomer. Not looking forward to going through puberty again. Most definitely not. But it's worth it. It is. And I cut my hair. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I don't like it. I'm waiting for it to all grow back. I miss my mohawk because it was so awesome. But anywho, I think that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I have to go and do some kind of work. Make it look like I'm doing something. I plan to make another update when taking my first shot. So hopefully, like 2 weeks from now, I will have another video, and I will be, I'll have some of that man juice flowing through my veins. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hopefully my videos will get more organized after a few times. I'm not really, like I said before, I'm not really good at the whole talking thing. But hopefully. Bye, YouTube.
Another thing I wanted to add that I forgot is I'm going to be making a new channel. Not that anyone really follows me on here anyway, but I'm making a new channel for just my transition stuff. And maybe some other random videos. I have a channel with my best friend, and I think I'll put a link there to that channel. And then I'm gonna put this video on my old channel, which I'll put a link to there on my new channel, and then on my old channel I'm gonna put a link to my new channel there. No, there. Yeah, that's confusing. But that should work. Okay. Bye.